what we are going to do is basically you're going to be looking out for a couple emotes during this event. One says, from the corner of your eye, you notice a Kiv taking aim at your position. You should move. Look for you should move. If it does, just run around in a circle for a second. Just run around in a circle until it says it misses you. Just you can even do it up on the platform. You don't have to leave. Just run around in a circle. Um, and then there's the opposite one that says, from the corner of your eye, notice Kiv taking aim at your position. He appears to be leading your target. You should stand still. Just don't move. Just completely stand still. Don't move. Even if we're moving, if you get that emote, don't move.
How do you know when to
Tell
stop
received.
not moving or stop running?
You'll see an arrow narrowly misses you. One other thing is everybody needs DMF.
Tell received.
So if we have not put that out, you need to be floating. And then after that, what we are going to do during this fight is focus on this guy right here, the Dragonborn Annihilator. As soon as he's dead, move together, go to the next one, stack up on the platform, kill him. Rinse and repeat for all 5, I think it is, around the room, or 6 around the room. Strongly suggest blowing your discs at the beginning of this one, at least your short discs, to get these first 2 guys down fast. It makes this event shorter.
You want auspice off the bat?
Just let the tank get aggro on the first one, then yeah, you can go ahead and pop auspice on this one.
Hey Mac, isn't there another emote where you have to duck?
Tell received.
Oh yeah, you should duck. Yeah, if you see you should duck, duck. So basically it says you should something do it. Except for this event's been bugged for a long time. As long as everybody's up on this platform and floating, you don't have to do any of the room emotes where it's like the room is heating up. It won't even hit you. Which is why we're on the platform and hugging the platform. And hugging the boss, or hugging the mobs. The only other thing that can happen is if you see jagged spikes on the mob, stop attacking until it can get removed or it wears off. And if you see lacerating aura, don't cast spells. There's also one that'll say casting flash fire. There's not much you can really do about it. He's going to cast 5,000 direct damage on the tank. Just be ready if you see flash fire, the tank's about to take a big hit. This sounds way more complex than it really is. Just pay attention to your emote box, and we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and start this, and we're going to kick it off. Go, go, go.
MA, please.
There you go.
Move to center. AoE missed.
Right, get to the next one. Yeah, if you notice in that one, it said move to center, and then it said you were missed. It's because we're floating on the platform.
Move to center. AoE missed. Move south. AOE missed. Move south.
All right, halfway done.
AOE missed. Move south. AOE missed. Start moving. Move, a KYV is targeting you. Safe. KYV avoided. Start moving. Move, a KYV is targeting you. Move north. Safe. KYV avoided. AOE missed. Start moving. Move, a KYV is targeting you. Safe. KYV avoided.
Mac, did you just die?
No,
Back off.
I just kept responding to tells and
Thorns
was
look
apparently
out.
in
Hit
the
it.
chat box when I was trying to move.
Thorns,
Move
stop
north.
hitting it.
Stop attacking.
Yep. Oh,
AOE missed. Move north. AOE missed. Back off.
Thanks.
I got
Stop
stand still and
attacking.
run at the same time.
Move north. AOE missed.
Got jagged spikes, guys. That's why you see everybody dropping. All right, we win. Get the dead rezzed. Don't open the chest, please. Wait till everybody's up.
Man, Miter, I saw Geba go down. I'm like, I'm a res Geba. Kiv is,
No, I got-
yeah, Kiv is aiming at you. Save.
Yeah, right as we moved to the third one.
Yeah, Kiv is aiming at you. Save. Like every time I started to try and res Geba, Kiv is aiming at you. Every time.
As more people die, those emotes go to other people, which is why that happened. So there's still some corpses over here on the ramp too.
Hey, Miter, do you have any ranger buffs yet or no?
Not the 66 and above.
Okay. If anybody needs ranger buffs, send Kellen a tell, please.
Everyone put your rings back on too.
Yep, rings and weapons back on.
Do any shaman have the upgraded focus yet?
Just a single target.
Okay, so if you want focus, you should send a tell to Geenock then.
Yeah, you're gonna make me cry. No, seriously though, if you really need it, I don't mind throwing it. Faerun where it belongs, on the fucking head.
It's a lot of AC on the helmet. 70.
And now if they could just put haste on the belt.
Is this the expansion where they start normalizing locations, or is it coming up later?
Yeah.
Expansion. It changes here and there, but this is the expansion that it actually starts for everyone to stay on the same page.
The items are up on the site. Did you go
How we're
over
doing
how
loading.
we were doing runes?
I have not. I don't think it's something we actually discussed. We really need them to go to the buff classes first because we get the group buffs.
100% agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You know, and I'd probably take raid attendance into account because we need the people that are going to be here the majority of the time buffing.
Yep. Working on it.
You're going to want to have one designated person per class to get on one of the sticky buffs, so you don't have to turn in too many runes.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunately like they're all going to be like 5 or 6. Like the final like good buff is all.
The cool thing is though, you can turn it in, don't scribe it, send it to somebody, and
That's
then
what I was saying to do. Yeah.
Well, let's start with cleric here. Seething. How many runes do you need? You're the highest cleric rate attendance. See, I don't know how many runes people have gotten either. Is the problem?
0.
I have one glowing on me. I haven't turned in yet.
It's 5 total for Hand of Conviction, I think.
Yeah, that's just what I'm trying to see. How many you have no glowing, so you need 5. So here's 3.
Well, hold on. If Deathbane already has one, if you give that to him first, then we can get more copies of Hand of Conviction before we move on to something else.
Oh, that works?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get duplicates of your spell if you've already scribed it.
You pass them out to other people, and then you hand in another rune. So he turns in runes until he gets Hand of Conviction. Then he hands that Hand of Conviction to somebody else, turns in a rune again, he gets another Hand of Conviction.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Don't scribe it.
Okay.
And then you just do that until all the clerics have a copy of Hand of Conviction, and then you can move on to another class.
So Death, you have 1, but you need a total of 5 to get Conviction, right?
I'm looking right now. I don't know exactly how many it is.
We'll get a couple extra runes for the clerics, and then we'll start doing the shaman ones.
Okay, so as it stands, clerics, placate, Balacor's mark, armor the pious, silent dictation, and the last one is hand of conviction at the 5th one turned in.
2, 3, 4.
Okay, so I need Bobbum and Brina to roll. Okay, congrats, Brina, on the helm. I'll have to fix the site later. Brina can't log in, so you had to bid
You
through
were
me.
awarded a hammered helm of foresight.
Alright.
And Bobbum for the belt. And then I have Leo on the headband.
Go ahead and leave that Leo so I can kick the.
Do we have to physically log out or zone out before you kick the zone, or?
Oh,
No.
what?
No. Wait, do not zone out because then it'll put us in different picks. If everybody leaves at the same time, it should keep us in the same pick.
I was just making sure if it gave us any free AAs or anything, you have to zone out first or not.
Let me make sure we got it. Hold on. I'm going to check my special tab for trials. Oh, no, that's right. This doesn't show up.
Yeah, it doesn't show up till you zone out.
Ah, crap. Do we have to click the zone out for it to count?
No.
That's what I'm asking.
No, if you kick the DZ and everybody leaves at the same time, it's fine.
All right.
I did this on Thursday. That was how we did it.
All right.
Unless it changed since Thursday.
Oh, the doubts.
I'm just, yeah, I mean, going into different picks would be a pain. Oh, yep, we got the check mark on the achievement.
Okay, got the helm fixed.
Hi, it's Ronald, the rules lawyer, and I'm going.
All right, did everybody zone into the same pick? Does everybody see everybody?
Yeah, everybody's showing as white, so yeah, everybody's in the right zone.
Okay, let's start moving to projection of realms. This one's actually not that far from here. We're going to go up and then just follow the right path and then over, I believe. Or do we have to go all the way up and around?
We can't go. We have to go a little bit.
We have to go all the way up to around and around from 6-way. Never mind.
Hey guys, don't forget to re-equip your stuff.
And not to skip too many ads, please.
Mac, can we get a sack in German in the read?
Done.
Yeah, I think I tried to hit everyone with one she single target. I'm gonna meditate down because I'm out of mana.
Yeah, you guys left a lightning warrior back here that was killing Popsigator. I'm helping him with it now.
If anyone's missing Winshi, because I was casting it on the majority of the raid, just send me a tell to Ginok.
Desist resisted.
Stack in German, I will cop you since I'm caught back up with the group. Just trying to fix some stuff there.
Tell received. Tell received.
Back incoming. Share 'em. Alright. This way.
It's the basic healer shoulders on that corpse.
I've got another lightning warrior in the back here. It's coming into the raid.
Tell received. Divine stun 1 resisted.
So do we not get pie wedges yet? Or any more for these?
No. You get an achievement. Which is why you don't have to click out anymore. So like get your pie wedge when you clicked out. That makes more sense. As soon as you finish the event, you get marked off on the achievement window. Spell Sheen Prison. It's rolling out. I mean, it's group loot. Need if you need, greed if it's for an alt.
This way. Over here.
West, guys. Not that way. West.
Yep, no, that was my bad. I got flipped around.
That's what I get for following Mac.
Now I had
Yes.
that lag where I turned towards the raid and it flipped me 180 degrees in the other direction. I started running away.
Just remember, Mac is strategy, not tactics.
Or like not directions. Yeah, the whole map in the zone sucks though. I agree.
It does.
Oh, there was a lot of people that didn't hear your new nickname, Mac.
I forget what it is now.
MacNav.
Oh yeah. People get lost there following MacNav.
We good to zone in?
As soon as it launches, yep.
Is anybody gonna need a cough? Any of the latecomers, or are they with us?
I caught them already.
Okay.
Though I do need to get them into a group with some sort of heals. Oh, never mind. German is a healer. I'm dumb. Never mind. I'll just leave the mage in the group with them. Alright, so this strategy is fairly straightforward. You need to switch your weapon type depending on what he turns into. Oh, we'll go over that here in a second. Let's go up top. Oops. Yeah, shrink your groups too. Right, so you can kind of come up here. Tank will start on the other side of him so that he turns around away from everybody. And as we fight him, he's going to be changing forms. Those forms are as follows. Construct of Pain, which is a Dragorn. Be very careful. He's weak to piercing, but he can give himself a damage shield that does 1,500 damage if you punch him with it on. So you need to pay attention. That's called Lacerating Aura. I believe it can be overwritten by Mark of Kings.
I will keep that on.
Construct of Power, which is a Golem. When that spawns, he's going to spawn 5 ads. Those ads despawn when the boss changes forms. They can be mezzed. How many enchanters do we have here right now? Just Hoodin. So, when those spawn, Hoodin's going to try to get them mezzed. Bards, you might need to help with that. Once he changes forms, again, that is the guy who's weak to blunt. They will despawn. Construct of Fire. If he spawns, he casts Flickering Flame, which is a 500 spell damage shield and a 75 damage shield, which means casters, you need to stop casting until that's off, or you'll take 500 damage every time your spell lands. And melee, you'll take 75 damage a hit until that gets taken off. He does a point-blank AoE dot and mana drain, which is a 36 curse cure to get rid of. So RGC to cure it if you need to. He will also spawn, if he turns into the Construct of Fire, a Lick of Flame. It's immune to Mez, so it's really just, we need to just kill it if it spawns. So that'll be our main thing while the damage shield's getting taken off the boss anyway. Kill the Lick of Flame. Construct of Brutality is a Bazu. It has an AoE ramp, so just treat this whole fight as if it's AoE ramp. just so when he switches, you don't just get taken out. That is weak to slashing. The Construct of Fire, sorry, is weak to spells. You will take bonus damage from spells. Finally, there is a Construct of Ice. He's not necessarily weak to anything, he just takes normal damage. He does a 2,000 direct damage point blank AoE and a snare, and he has a 50% chance to spell reflect. When he spawns, a Mote of Frost will spawn. This is charmable. So when the Mote of Frost spawns, Hoodin, you'll be on picking that up as a charm pet until it despawns. It does about 2,800 damage a hit to the boss. It's pretty beefy. Compel should be enough. I think it's a lower level. If not, then we'll have to off-tank it. But I think it should be good. But that's the fight. I will call out when he changes what weapon to pull out. But be careful and be on the lookout for those damage shields.
Did we want to turn on Guild Tribute? Because I just noticed we never did.
Oh, I guess I never did. Now it's on. All right, tanks, are we ready?
Hang on a second.
Everybody be at max melee, because if he turns into the Bazu first and you're up there, he will take you out.
All right, now I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. All right, we've got Construct of Pain first. Pain is the Dragorn. Watch out for Lacerating Aura, which it looks like it's already taken care of. Mark of Kings. He is weak to Piercing. So, Rogues, this is your time to shine.
Looks like arrows are piercing as well.
Yep.
It's actually flagged correctly.
Watch push. We want to keep him on the platform. All right, we got the Golem. This is a weak to Blunt. Let's get
Heal
those elements
sacrilege.
keep on him.
That's what
I'm gonna cut aggro.
Working on slowing the ads in case they break.
But the same idea.
Deathsbane is dead. They're all slowed.
Everything's messed.
Divine Stun 1 resisted. Divine Stun 1 resisted.
Alright, we got the flame. Weak to spells.
Mana Drain. Cure Curse. Heal Sacrilege.
So we nuke the flame.
Yes.
Stop nukes.
Get rid of her buff.
Stop
Back
nukes.
down.
He's the one he can do the spell reflect. And it's
Breath
up
of the
right now.
Geladran soon.
The lacerating aura is up too.
Metacrystalline Polyphase soon.
Alright, lacerating aura is down. You can hit him again. And there,
Heal
win.
Zubjob.
Get the dead rezzed. If there's anybody. It's like Lenny and Geraldman are done.
And there was a pretty nasty dot that went out at the end there.
Oh yeah, that's what he spawns with that, I think. Ooh, bunch of stuff. So death, this will give you 1 copy, 2 copies, and 3 copies of conviction to hand out. Or 1 for yourself. But don't scribe yours till last. You have to like get it, give it to somebody, get
Yeah.
it, give it to somebody, yeah.
And we're gonna go by raid attendance. So it'll be seething me and then Halcyon, right?
Believe so, or miter? I'll have to look at the
Have to
list here in a
look,
second.
I'll look.
Yeah, just make sure you scribe yours last, because if you scribe it and you turn it in, I don't think he's going to give you another copy.
Right.
Yeah, Miger's down to 89%.
You're the first one I cured, though.
It's seething, that's main miter. Halcyon would be next on the list.
But we should get plenty more runes by the time we're done here.
Yeah. Well, I'll do 1 more cleric, that way you 4 can get it, and then we'll start working on chamois group buffs. Because it's just, well, technically it's Geenock and I as the mains. And Jerem
items
now,
are-
right? There's Jerem in a box. He's a main. So the 3 of us.
Bad thing is, I'm actually going to have to say that you probably don't want to put me up there because none of the spells up there are really raid helpful for the druids.
Oh, the 70s aren't?
No, not really. I get an ice nuke, and then I get my group skin, which I only ever use targets because there's only 4 people who ever get it. I get my personal regen, and then the only thing that's interesting is the AoE snare debuff. And then after that, I get a calm spell, or is that my charm spell? I think it's my charm spell. Ooh, charm animal. Yay.
All right, so Druid going to bottom the list. Got it.
Yeah, just screw me 6 ways over.
What we'll probably do is after we get the enchanter spells, we'll do shaman enchanter, and then at that point maybe put them out, unless because rangers, what spell levels you get your new buffs at?
Already got them, and they're it's greater, and it's not glowing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember reading that somewhere.
It's graders and monsters. I think I don't know. I bought them just so I could buff the raid.
I've got hidden on the dagger. On the ring. Did only 2 people? Oh, I guess it does only for certain classes.
Who got the ring? Sorry.
Yeah, but
All right.
the wand is going to Yankin. And the slippers are going to Hidden and Lenny.
What was that again?
Hidden and Lenny on the slippers.
So looks like Yankin and Geba need to loot.
I'm trying.
All right, everybody looted their stuff. The corpse is still there, so I'm a little bit concerned unless somebody didn't loot the armor piece. Like
There it goes.
Okay.
Hooden hadn't looted their slippers yet.
There we go. All right, cool.
Lenny, are those ornate shoes?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably are.
I can't believe no one bid on the Ring of Fluid Perception.
Yeah, people are saving their DTP for anguish, probably.
I did not realize it would go that cheap, otherwise I would have bid on it.
Never know until you try.
I mean, rings are usually like 60 something. I didn't really want to spend it without attack on it, or cleave or some other ability like that.
Well, considering Mag said we won't be doing this often, take a good look at this nice loot that we're not going to see often.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
Angus
saying we
will come.
won't come back and do this. It's just the main goal is to get into anguish.
To be fair, once we've got some anguish gear, this is like 3 groupable. Most of it.
Yeah, DON drops some pretty good stuff too.
And that's the other reason I don't plan on spending a lot of time on the trials once we're in anguish, is because eventually we're going to want to move into
Tell
DON
received.
on the other nights. We're going to have a bunch of epic stuff to do. There's a whole lot to do over the coming 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 12 weeks.
Yep. In fact, we might do a couple DONs on Wednesday and then try to hit some of the bigger epic hits. Unless we want to do anguish on Wednesdays.
No Wednesdays, please.
Languish becomes like a 2.5 hour thing once you add it down, even less. I think we was it about an hour 45 or so is what we had it down to on Mischief.
It's shorter than TAC-V if you go
Oh, yeah.
fast.
Oh, it's much shorter than TAC-V. There's way less bosses. And there's probably about well, there's obviously a ton more trash because there is no trash in TAC-V except for that one mob per door.
Yeah, but the trash is like one group level stuff, so it's a lot easier.
Yeah, once we get some gear out of there, the AUG runs can be grouped, but at first, not so much. Those guys hit real hard, real fast.
What are we going to next?
We are going to power.
Deathspan, you all right there? He's all the way back at the zone.
Yeah, he's I'll get him.
Okay.
Or we can call him when he's back. He had AFK. I'll take care of a kid thing. I'm gonna throw him in with my mage so I can just grab him when he's back. By the way, that last one, we just killed it so fast, like we didn't even get to see everything. That was insane. Usually he rotates through a few times and it's always random. I don't think I've ever seen it done with just 2 changes.
GOD gear, man.
Yeah, that was nuts. I was expecting to have to call out stuff. I'm like, all right, we're like just completely melting him.
Does every cleric have that torn journal page? Because it's for one of the epic steps.
Let's find out. Death has it.
I have as well. I'm just missing one item.
Oh, Halcyon didn't have it. There we go.
Congrats.
If you guys see another one, let me know. I'll make sure.
Divine Stun
I'll
1
check to make
resisted.
sure everybody else has it.
Yeah, they're not too uncommon.
Rampage on Marzix.
No, they drop pretty regularly.
Where's that elite knock at?
In the midst
Tell
of us.
received.
You said power?
Yes. Projection of power. We got to go back up to
Yeah,
6-way.
We gotta go northwest. We cannot go northeast from here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So basically, we go into the green hallway if you have goods maps. I don't remember if it's... No, it's not colored on the other one. But basically, it's the next tunnel up. At
That's
6-way.
left and immediate right after.
Tell received. Tell received.
I don't know how, but I somehow left my box behind.
On speed?
Does he need a cough?
No, I'm fine. I don't know how Billy dropped on one character and not the other. Doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't.
Unless your buff window was full and you got a debuff.
Ooh, that's true. That or you're out of range of Beely, because Beely is a very short range cast.
Beely is a ridiculously
It's
short range.
it's my shaman. I would have definitely had it on myself.
Oh, okay. Oh, you never know.
In fact, I even cast it on somebody while we were in there, so I definitely should have had it. I don't know
Tell
how I just
received.
randomly lost it. That's very weird.
That's funny. You're out of range of yourself, but the rest of your group got it. All good.
More of those torn pages.
We got an ad coming in from behind.
2 more of them. Make sure. Seething. Oh, there we go. Seething's got his now.
Seething already.
Yeah, Seething's already got his epic.
That is 2.0.
You only need it, I thought, for the first one.
Oh, is this
I
for the
don't.
first one?
I don't remember what step that's for.
Usually these zones, like if it's MPG or RSS, it's usually for the 2.0.
Oh, then I don't have it then because I've got the one I got was from Fruby, the 4-piece. Oh, I
Yeah.
got the map. Crap,
Oh,
I did need
shoot.
this one.
I accidentally gave it to Geba. We'll get another one. Just tell him to leave it on corpse.
Yeah, we still have half the trials to do, more than half the trials. We'll get another one.
Incoming Deathsbane.
Thank you.
Tell received.
Really, just what takes up half the time to do these trials is just getting to them.
Yep, it's even worse for the group trials because you only have, like, you
Yeah,
can
you
try to
don't have the
invis past it, but there's like invis, or like it doesn't see invis, next one sees invis, like doesn't see invis, sees invis, and it's like, all right.
Find a raid and follow it. Works wonders.
Tell received.
That or get a bunch of box mages and park them and cough them over.
Lenny.
Yeah. And he's got the ideal setup for that.
Yeah, you just have one at each entrance, right?
Yep.
Would definitely make raiding here a lot easier.
Oh, you can't cough everyone on a raid. That's just silly.
You absolutely can.
You, if
enough
you have enough
mages.
pages, you definitely could.
Just cough up 2-3 mages and they can start coughing everyone else over.
No.
Just
You don't need
'cause you
cough. You
can?
just need vicious.
Isn't that how we killed Yellonek that one time? Didn't we just cough everybody to the top?
Yeah, I think so. Somebody had to. Oh no, he couldn't have because it was an instance.
We were watching a group do the vicious methodology in here the other day.
Blow everything up with mages.
Tell received.
The guy was warping every 30 seconds. It was hilarious.
Good God.
That ring in the window has cleave on
Free
it.
ring in the window.
Yeah, if you're missing cleave as a melee, you probably want that.
Make sure you need on it if you need it, or greed on it if it's for an alt. Or persona, I should say, 'cause it'll end up on that character.
Cleave in the stats window somewhere that I'm not seeing it.
It's actually really good stat-wise too. That's funny.
I think it's trash stat wise. The king was nice.
It's all the way at the bottom. It's a focus effect kind of, so it gets listed at the bottom.
Yeah. Hey, don't knock on 145 HP droppable item.
No trade.
Tell received.
No trade though. Don't need it if you don't actually need it.
Tell received. Tell received.
Gotta love these like corkscrew hallways that take forever. Ooh, this is the mini raid. Okay. So we'll get inside. I'll show us where to set up. So this is a basically a raid where we get raided.
This one might hurt.
It is vitally important that we take out the rogues first, then the clerics, then the monks, then the casters, and then the warriors. The warriors can be off tank, but they have the most hit points. So all
They're
tanks
basically
and
tanks.
they're what?
Just aggro one and let it hit.
Tell received.
Yep. And if I remember correctly, it's 3 waves. Like we have to go through 3 raids.
You're 6th and 12, then 18.
Yep. But the rogues have to die first because they will literally like shadow step around and backstab the healers for a ton of damage.
Like
Should be good when-
6,000.
Yeah.
Important to mention not to leave the area either once the event has started.
Yep. Yeah, if you leave the area, you will get death touched. So come over to this platform. We're gonna hang out around here. Yeah, that's how this goes. We're basically just going to be killing ads the whole time. They're not really ads. They're just different mobs. They're all going to have different names. So call out the name MA, which is Bardock right now. Try to get targets on the rogues as people call them out so we can kill the rogues. But yeah, it's going to be rogues, healers, casters, and then monks and warriors.
Pretty sure every single one of these is wielding a 1.0 as well.
Yep. They should all be holding their 1.0s.
Give me a sec. I got to haste every group real quick.
So going through every group and beeling. Looks like it fell off.
Actually, are these the... I'm trying to remember. Are these the guys we fight in the first phase?
I believe so.
If so, I don't see a rogue.
Tell received.
Nope. It's 3 casters, a warrior, a monk, and a cleric.
The rogue is obviously hidden, Mac. Come on.
I mean, it could be.
They have Shroud.
Anybody not ready?
2 more groups for Beely.
Yeah, Hood needs a sec. I got 2 groups left.
Okay. Yep, no problem.
A lot of it's getting blocked, guys. Are you guys getting this?
Are you in range of them?
What are you trying to cast?
Haste, but it's getting blocked by the higher level haste.
Uh,
I don't have the group version yet. I love you guys, but I'm not casting everybody.
Just you don't need to cast. If you have any single cast of the new stuff and not the group stuff, just use the stuff from the last expansion.
That's
There's
what I
no,
just did.
yeah, there's no need to.
Don't torture yourself like that.
yeah, the planes and gates buffs should do us fine in here if you don't want to single target everything.
Job Lob's back.
Are you an MPG already, Joe? Because if so, I'll run the mage out and just cough you really fast. All right, we'll get there. As soon as you zone in, make sure you're in. Well, I'll tell you what pick I'm in because it's going to put me in a different one. The more off tanks on this one, the better. So I'm willing to wait a couple minutes here.
I need AFK. I'll be right back as soon as possible.
Okay, if it doesn't put you in it, I am in the main pick when you zone in. But it should because I'm in your group. Joe, you know you could use the guild hall, right, to port right to Wall of Slaughter.
You know, he used to be an ogre, right?
Gotta get used to that being here.
Yep.
It's the best thing ever.
They need to make frog locks able to be Zerkers so I can call one hoppin' mad.
I'm gonna take frog lots and just throw them into a volcano.
Damn, I didn't know you felt like that about me. Shit. See if I give you a buff.
Still disappointed you couldn't make monks yet. For them, I wanted to make my clone a monk. Froglock.
I don't know. It hit me a certain way. That whole thing.
I'll be right back. Something just fell.
Tell received.
All right, Joe's almost here. Incoming Joe Blob. Yes, this is the trial that'll keep you on your toes. Some quick buffs on Joe, and then we can get started here.
So, was there anything besides the warriors that especially needed to be off tanked for this?
Kill the rogues.
Well,
ASAP.
yeah, but presumably there aren't going to be so many up that I need. Okay, like what should I be worrying about picking up anything as an off tank?
Yeah, the
Everything. Everything. If you
Okay,
have good area aggro, you should just pick up everything that you can get. And as an off tank, just get the rogues off of everybody because they will backstab and kill.
Yeah, if a rogue gets loose on a cleric, it will literally shadow step behind the cleric and just backstab them to death in like 2 seconds.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was a priority other than the rogue. So okay, I think that answers my question.
All right, so round 1 is gonna start in about 10 seconds here. Once those are dead, we get ready for round 2, and then round 3, and then we win 6, 12, and then 18 mobs in the last one. Here we go. Did they not activate? Oh, it's fighting in this one, that's right. There we go.
Wasn't there something about not letting them leave this room once they come in?
Yes. You do not want them to leave this room.
Hey, we got people on the other side fighting.
Divine stun
Yeah,
1
try to bring
resisted.
everything over here.
Stun resisted. Desist resisted.
I want to try to keep it together so that we can just go, move one mob to the next without having to run around the room.
Stun resisted. Desist resisted.
There's a wizard hiding back here. I don't know if he's gonna come over.
Desist resisted.
Well, if we have to move and kill him, we will. Then we'll move back here. But for the most part, we're...
Force of piety resisted.
And I think the monks will actually feign death, and you can ignore them for a while when they do that.
Yeah, you cannot hit them when they're feigned. At least you can't cast on them. They're not going to melee them, I guess.
AoE should help.
Yeah, let's go around and kill this guy. He's not gonna... Alright, back to our spot. That was wave 1. Get ready for wave 2. Here they come.
Divine stun
For
1
the
resisted.
Rogue on me.
Yep, there's one in the raid. Gibnall or Gribal.
Desist resisted.
That looks like a cleric.
Oh, is it?
Vasuki
Stun
Highblade.
resisted.
Alright. Get the high blade.
Force of piety resisted.
I think gives you Blackheart is because he just fucking hit me for like 5k.
Divine stun 1 resisted.
Yep, definitely could be.
Stun resisted.
Just watch your back. Trying to slow what I can. It's really, really resistant.
Yeah, they're not liking slows.
Blackheart. Izu Blackheart.
Stun resisted.
Yeah, he like dropped dagger and
Force
ran
of
off.
Piety resisted.
Yeah. Disappears from view and reappears behind their victim.
Stun resisted.
There's another monk up.
Desist resisted.
Yep.
Force of Piety resisted.
Oh, it looks just like Marzix, except it's wearing a helmet.
There's a joke
Stun
there
resisted. Desist resisted. Force of Piety resisted. Divine Stun 1 resisted.
Volan flying kick. Subtle.
I'll be
Stun
real.
resisted.
Some of these names look like people used to have them.
Desist resisted. Force of Piety resisted.
Oh yeah, he'd feign death. Feign death and men.
I think there's another one hiding around the corner again.
Oh, right over here.
It's like a pack of mobs chasing down a fleeing player.
Stun
Ain't gonna
resisted.
get away.
Look at me. I am the train now.
New group coming in.
Yep, be ready. Bring them in here. Watch out for the rogues.
Steel Shadow, Rogue.
Divine Stun 1 resisted.
Got him slowed. Hey, look, Volan flying kicks back.
Guess he got rest.
Divine Stun 1 resisted.
This one's a human.
Stun resisted.
Midra is another rogue.
Quome Miadra is a rogue.
Force of Piety
Taking
resisted.
notes on these names.
Right, for future reference.
Wahari Nebla is a rogue.
Yep.
Desist resisted.
That might be the last rogue. I don't think I see any more.
It should be. We had 3 or 4 that round.
Tell which ones are the warriors and the necros.
Stormblade Strike resisted.
Fire Kindle's the wizard.
Stun resisted.
I like to.
Desist resisted. Stormblade Strike resisted.
I like to see the variety that they have here.
I think fun part
Stun
is that
resisted.
they're all wearing their 1.0s.
Desist resisted.
There's 3 necros with duck sticks all standing on top of each other.
Force of Piety resisted.
At least the clerics aren't rezzing them.
So how come we're guessing about who's a
Stun
rogue?
resisted.
I don't know. Bolin flying
Desist
kick is
resisted.
So
Force
the
of
rogues
Piety
have
resisted.
the rogues do a green emote as well. They'll do there was something about them disappearing and appearing behind their victim or
Stun
something.
resisted.
It's also,
Rage Bear gives them.
they're epic as well.
That was what I was getting
Desist
at.
resisted. Force of Piety resisted. Stun resisted. Desist resisted. Stormblade Strike resisted. Force of Piety resisted. Stun resisted. Desist resisted. Force of Piety resisted. Stun
The,
resisted.
Last caster is on the other side.
Did no deaths on that, huh?
Stun resisted.
Yeah, one of the rogues charged me
Desist
pretty hard at one
resisted.
point, but that's about it.
It's got cast
Congrats.
on it. Jeez.
At death, you need one more copy, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna grab this one and start the Shami stuff.
Man, all those raiders, they drop only 3 pieces of loot.
For a second there, I thought the fake us was dropping that stuff. I'm like, damn.
Range. Holy shit.
That is a nice range item.
Actually, both.
Even those shoulders, holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, just increased duration. That's nice.
I observe.
Yeah, even when my last guild, I think we were in, what, row, and we were still doing fucking anguish.
Oh, halfway through. 3 trials to go. And we save the best for last.
Where do we turn the signets in after we're done with this?
You combine them. You combine them in the box, and then you hand the box back to the person in RSS.
Yep, Terramani.
Since we'll have a full raid force, might as well, like, go easy mode it for the turn in.
We could do that really quick after this. For anybody that doesn't have their box yet, get that for you. Yeah, basically, you get your 7 signets, you talk to Terramani, you say favor, he gives you a box, you combine the signets in the box, and then give him the combined container back. And then that's your AoE blocker or your protection for Anguish.
Okay, I've got miter for the shoulders. Chicken for the bow. And Joe Blob for the ranged item. And kick and pest on the bow. I need Killen and Brina.
I'm gonna pass. Brina.
Killen on the bow.
So Joe on the skull. Killing on the bow. And Miter on the shell.
Yes.
Done.
Thanks.
Killing and Miter need to loot. All right, all the loot is picked up, correct?
I don't see anything up on the platform if that's where the box was.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure. They've been like lagging up on disappearing, and I'm like, just wanted to make sure everything got looted. As soon as I kick it, nobody can loot anymore. Is loading taking forever for anybody else, or am I crashing?
Loading forever.
No, it's taking forever.
Okay.
Some of us are making it through, so yeah, it might just be.
There it goes.
Yeah, I see it. It was just I was stuck on the loading screen, like nothing was happening. All right.
I was told you blame Lenny for everything.
Projection of mind is next.
Unless Jenkins always lying. Rejection of mind next.
Yep, that's where we're headed. We have Mind, Arcana, and Body left. Body is the annoying one. Which is why I like to save it for last.
Just a heads up, if you get that cobalt ore, it's for the racial plate.
Yep. If you guys find any of that out in the wild, if you could toss it in the guild bank, that would be awesome, because that way we can make the racial armor. Also, the really, really, really rare component to some stuff in this expansion is called Discordant Scoriae. It is a red powder, is what it looks like in the window. Anytime you find that, please get that to the guild bank, because it's used to make the augs and I believe some of the racial armor as well.
No on armor. It's just the tier 3 effects on the augs, like the ferocity 3, cleave 3, dodge 3, and so on.
Either way, it's really important that we get our hands on that, because it is super rare. And unfortunately, people will be selling it at a huge premium in the bazaar, if they ever even sell it. I would say it's about a 1 in 1,000 mob drop rate.
There's one up for 1.3 million.
Can you link it for me, please?
It's down from the 2 million it was at.
Well, there's 3 at 2 million.
Yeah, which is the max you can sell it in the bazaar. I saw one in general the other day. Somebody wanted 4 chrono for it. For one of them.
We got 2 of them the other day off of in here on MPG. I don't know what happened to them.
Hopefully nobody vendored them.
There you go. No one put it in raid. That's we need as much of that as you can get your hands on. As far as finding it, I don't expect anybody to go buy it.
Hey, don't be silly.
Yeah, we'll get it when we get it. But you know those like kind of crappy augs you see dropping in these omen zones as you've been out there? Those can be upgraded, and that is one of the components to do it. Like it was mentioned, you can do like cleave 3, Pharaoh 3, all those like focus effects, and it goes on an aug. So you
We
can
just saw the
a lot.
We were joking with Lenny in a group last night, or a couple nights ago, about how the producers must have been drunk when they made that disease aug.
Yep, that disease aug can turn into something really nice.
Pretty sure we let them all rot.
Oh,
Sure did. It's easy to go through the 6-way, right? I'm not like seeing it wrong.
What zones does that drop from?
I think it can drop off of any of the Dragorn mobs.
and randomly in certain zones, like the
Yeah.
appetite, the stamina one drops an Arcod and any mob.
I thought he meant the what's it called? The Scoriae.
Yeah, we
Back
got
in the back.
Scoriae, then yeah.
Yeah, the Scoriae I think can drop off of any Dragorn.
To make the level 3 augs, you need a Scoriae and a Slugworm as well.
I think a raid just came through here.
One second, Brina. What group are you in?
5, I think. 4.
Second.
4 or 5.
Reach incoming, by the way, and then I'll get Brina. Is Death dead?
I don't think so.
Windows bug. No, that's not dead. He was just yellow for some strange reason.
Yeah, I've been
Don't
yellow
just-
the whole raid. It's projecting.
Alright. Everybody should be caught. Go ahead and zone in, and I'll go over this one.
Oh, it's the Mama Raid.
It is the Mama Raid. So what we have to do on this one is you can't really, or actually no, you can damage these guys. So we'll start at the first one and start killing it. But as the pups spawn, we have to kill the dire pups. Because every time you kill a dire pup, one of these guys takes 6% damage. Just double checking that you can actually damage these guys. I don't know. I don't think you have to wait till 20%.
It's of dire importance to kill the peps.
Yeah, pretty much. But we're going to do the same way we did in the first one. We're going to move around the room. We're going to start at this one, but we also need to kill the... It's basically the puppies are more important than the one we're on. So when they come in, we kill them and then get back on the boss, move to the next one, rinse and repeat all the way to the end. After the last one is dead, the boss will become active and we have to fight him. Tanks on this guy, you're going to need to be periodically switching tanks, because the longer he's on one target, the more damage he does to that tank. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's a stacking dot, so you can actually see it like start gaining stacks. If I remember, I have not personally tanked this event, so I don't remember if that was how we figured it out or not. But either way, it's like once it gets up to about 3 stacks, we switch over. Otherwise, every like 30 seconds or so on him, maybe switch tanks. And then you can go back to the you can rotate through. It's not like you can never go back to that tank again. It's just the longer he's on one tank, the more damage he does.
I believe that once we switched to doing one at a time, the tactics kind of changed. That we just DPS as hard as we could and just went right down the line of it.
No, I'm talking about the final boss, the guy who's the Master of Hate. Yeah, no, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go down the line and do this, but it's kill the dogs when they come in, and then get back on the boss. Kill the dog, get back on the boss. We're gonna bring all the dogs to whichever platform we're on. We're not gonna go chase them down. With that said, obviously there's gonna be a tank on this first one. I need Bobim. You're gonna stand over here and you're gonna be stunning this guy over and over again. Clark, you're gonna do the same for this guy. Brina, you're gonna do this one. Joe, you're gonna do this one. You're just gonna be tagging him with your hate spell to keep aggro on him. And Kid, you're gonna do this one. This is to keep the aggro off the clerics. Otherwise, what happens is when they spawn an ad, it's gonna go to whoever has aggro on that Farron. If nobody's over there constantly keeping aggro on them, they're gonna run into the healers immediately because the healers are gonna have aggro. Once if one spawns on you, just bring it over here to the group. We'll get it killed. Go back to your mob. Obviously, we're going to be moving around the room, so as soon as this Farron's dead, we're going to move to the next one, so on and so forth down the line. And that's how this fight works. Nothing else crazy about it. It's just mostly tank and spank. There's a single target DDs that the ads cast to, which is why you don't want them running after a healer, because they'll come in and hit a cleric for 4,000 and stun them for 6 seconds. All these guys are slowable. They're perma-rooted. The puppies aren't, but these guys are.
So we're just standing here building threat? We're not hitting them?
Right, yeah, you're just standing there building threat. You don't want to hit them because then they'll start summoning you. Basically what happens is they spawn the ad and it comes after whoever is aggro on the mom.
Roger, roger.
Let's do this.
Desist resisted. Stun resisted. Desist resisted. Divine Stun 1 resisted. Stun resisted. Desist
There's our first
resisted.
pup.
Force of piety resisted. Shackles of Tunare resisted. Stun resisted. Desist resisted. Stun resisted.
Okay, over to the next one.
So these aren't summoning, by the way.
Awesome.
Stun
You know, I
resisted.
didn't even think about that.
The
'cause
pups
they do
are,
hold
though.
off. Oh yeah, the pups will.
Desist resisted.
Yeah, they take when they start taking damage when they kill the pups, and they're not summoning. So
Stun resisted.
Am I not bringing these over?
What? Yeah, bring them over.
Stun resisted.
People keep jumping on them when they spawn.
Desist
that's fine.
resisted.
As long as they die.
Force
I
of
just figured
piety
bringing him over would
resisted.
be easier.
Stun resisted. Desist resisted.
On to the next.
Stun resisted. Desist resisted. Stun resisted. Desist resisted.
Do these things have like variable
Force of
resistance
piety
or something?
resisted.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't get shit to land on
Stun
this one.
resisted.
I mean, because the fire stuff landed no problems, but the magic stuff just ain't going.
Desist resisted. Force of piety resisted.
I don't think I've been able to land a mallow on any of them since the first one. This guy's not like slow. Irwin down. Calling Irwin. Don't worry about the res. We'll get him resed up after. Finally get to use that. Get those pups cleaned up and get on to the next one. Clean up those two pups. That'll drop her 12% right there, and then finish her off. Alright, tank it on the boss.
Rampage on seething.
Not sure what the mage did to piss him off. Okay.
Rampage on Lakin. Heal Zubjog.
Zub, let us know when he starts. I mean, we'll be able to tell by your health bar, but you notice you're taking an increased amount of damage.
Rampage on Lakin.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop attacking unless I want to take aggro.
Rampage on KYLLN.
So he might not even need it. He's almost dead. Yeah, just get him dead. Don't worry about a tank switch. Okay, that was just easier than I remember. I remember he started hitting
Rampage on KYLLN.
9K before. He hasn't yet. Get Irwin's corpse raised.
I think just about 2 million HP. It's not too bad. Look at that monk only fist.
What was that?
I was admiring the monk only fist weapon that dropped on the bottom.
Oh.
That is pretty good.
I don't know. It has Seaton's name on it.
Oh, those legs do too, and those legs are cleric usable.
Okay, who cut off Seething's fists?
Yeah, it just said hello heroic stats. Yeah, you're gonna wait till you see some of the gear and anguish.
Gear in English is just straight up disgusting.
That's a nice ring.
It's a very nice ring.
Percussion on it.
Yes, the ring's very nice.
So, like, do those legs go to seething? They literally have his name on them.
I say it gives a whole new meaning to that place of loot has my name on it. Like it literally does.
Yep. Items The griefs of seething rage are going to seething. Marzix for the seething fists. Opsifade for the blood band of malice. Yag for the leggings of fearsome deeds. And Hoodin for the last piece.
Kicking the DZ. Oh wait, the corpse is still there. Who didn't loot? There it goes.
What's up with Irwin's corpse?
Need a res.
It's been clicked a few times.
Yeah.
Erwin already got a res. It might be bugged.
I called you earlier. Did you take a res afterwards?
I took Maclor's res.
Yeah,
And I
before
didn't
you
die
took-
anytime after that.
that wasn't a res. That was a call.
Oh, okay. I'll res myself then.
Nice.
Yeah, buff started fading halfway through that fight.
Well, before we start this next one, we can get a round of buffs, and we'll move to the next mission and just we'll buff inside. We don't really need buffs to move through. Just when we get there, we will.
I like how you wanted to use your call so bad, it just caused a bunch of confusion.
I know. Sorry. I've been talking about that call since like Kunark era. Granted, I wasn't playing a class that had one at the time, but it was just yeah. Eventually, druids and shaman can call the corpse. All right, projection of Arcana is next.
So now if Marzix gets charmed, we can yell seething, stop hitting yourself.
Yeah.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. No, everyone should not pop chaotic gesture at the next raid boss.
Yeah, do not pop that in the
Do
raid.
not ever pop a chaotic jester at a raid. There will be a point
That
where
makes
if
me
it
wanna
becomes
do
a
it.
problem. I will just start kicking people from the
We should all get to the guild lobby and do it one night.
Oh yeah,
Pop
like if
50
you want to pop it
jesters.
in a if you want to pop it in a group, if you want to pop it in the guild lobby, be my guest.
Please don't pop it in my group.
Got an ad in the back.
How far back?
I think it's dead now.
We were split a little bit.
Keep going. Keep going. Further.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, just going back to jesters cause nothing but problems at raids. It puts random things on people's cursors. It'll make somebody gigantic. It'll just start casting random things on people. It's not like I said. They're funny. Yeah, they're funny when you're like in a group and you're just kind of having fun with friends. But in a raid, they can actually cause chaos.
That's the name.
And yeah.
That would be just par for the course for us, though, wouldn't it?
Now, if you want to pop your Steed Fast Servant,
Desist resisted.
I believe we're saving those for the last one.
Tactician, if anyone needs a signet.
yes. Done this one yet.
Nice. Always good to find one of those along the way.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a double drop.
Dude, we had a triple drop once. Ridiculous. I don't know why it's doing that now.
Well, it always could. That's why sometimes we'd actually see three of the same item on a bus. It doubled, and then the double got doubled. So any piece of loot has a chance to be doubled. So yeah, I've seen a couple triple drops. Drops doesn't happen very often. It's just a luck, luck of the roll. All right, only roll on this signet if you do not have it, and you've not done your turn-ins. Or is this anybody's last one?
This is not my last one. I still have the trials to do.
Hmm?
The instances, I mean.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, same here, except for one.
All right, I'm gonna roll it out. Just only need on it if you need it. This is for the anguish. It's one of the anguish signets.
I plan to do that probably late tomorrow. That I've got my warrior and mage 70. Of course, I'll drop them for anybody.
Yes, the Trials of Monomurum AAs are group only. When you finish all 6 of them, you have a total of 50 to your or your resist caps, and it raises the base by 50 as well. So, literally, just gain 50 resists.
Matt, can you say that again? My music was too loud.
The group trials, so basically the same guys we're doing now where I'm talking to the projection and pulling the instance, there's a group trial you can do from them as well. The group trials, every one that you do gives you 8 to your resists and your resist cap. So it gives you 8, basically, but it raises your cap. When you do all 6, it rounds up the last one from 48 to 50. So you get 50 to your resists for doing all 6 of them.
There's some torn journal pages.
Yeah, I think all of our clerics have it.
No, I do not. Remember, you gave it to Geba instead of me.
No, I tried to give it to you and it said you had it. Unless you have it set to no. Hold on.
Actually, I gave it to you when we did our. I think when we were here doing the signets.
Though it's not a top priority, it's kind of high. There is a.
You are correct.
There
It was
is.
when we were going in segments.
All right, Hooks and Irwin both have one now too. So now all of our clerics in the guild tool have one.
Congrats.
Or in the raid tool.
It's not the top priority, but it is a high priority. There is 2 AC Augs in RSS. One of them can be put on 4 pieces of gear and is not lore. Eventually, we still should be aiming to get all the tanks that.
Please, please, everybody get on that for me.
I believe it's 120 AC jump just from Augs.
Significant jump, but you also got to get your AAs.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely going to want to have resist buffs for this fight. Go ahead and zone in. We're going to rebuff up top anyway, because I know a lot of buffs faded. So as we're going through, resist debuffs are priority on this fight because he does 6,000 direct damage in various ways. And they're all AoEs. So we'll drop our wards and stuff for this one too.
Copy that. I'm going to be going through all the groups for when she put myself through this torture again, but that's okay.
Everybody should have ranger buffs, but if you don't, sing kill and tell, I'll get you.
And while we're on this, get the Warriors the AC Augs. Can we go back and do some LDONs?
I'd be down.
I would say definitely put something in Discord, like off nights would be a great time to do it because you can do those at level 70 with 3 groups pretty easily. Like just kind of fly through it. Okay, so this mission,
Halcyon is not in here.
I know he had to. His wife got sick and he had to go pick up his son. His wife was supposed to pick him up.
Okay.
So I was aware. He will be back soon. He may or may not make this trial. Let's see. So I'm going to move cleric.
If you're not on the platform and I am passing you, I'm sorry.
Mac, do you want Predator or Auspice on this one or the next mob?
Oh, if you're going to use it here. There's no reason to use it on the next mob. The next mob is a 20-minute fight no matter what, and there's 2 of them.
Yeah, endurance.
Yeah, basically the trial is survive for 20 minutes. There's not much to mez on this one, so Hoodin, pay more attention to Hooks' screen on this one. We're 1 like main healer short. So your box is gonna need to watch that group. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Well, you should still watch it, but I can move G-Knock up because Seething's in that other group.
Yeah. doing much DPS, just mostly healing and debuffing. Did you have one She-Mac or not yet?
No, I'm going through with 7 right now.
No, I'm doing one She-Man. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
If you want to get
alright.
the other ones.
Wait, you have group 1 She?
Nope.
Oh God. Okay.
Group 5 already though, so I've been going through it. We're going to do good DPS.
I'll do while you're doing that, I will do the resist.
Cool.
Which Tribunal right now, I think, do we have a new one that's an upgrade for Tribunal?
I haven't seen it if we got it. It's probably in... Actually, let me see. I don't want to assume if it's in DON or not.
DON is the proc.
That's the proc, that's right. I don't see one in Omens, so Tribunal's
Didn't
probably
think
still
so.
the best.
Hoping this guy can double up on some runes for us because I think I need 5 more or 6 more, and then we can I can get all of us 1 She, Fortitude, and Champion.
That would be sick. Give me one sec, Leo. I'll get you on rotation. Oh, man. 7, 8, 9 left.
I just finished 9 with Tribunal.
Which I'm skipping clerics because they have one that blocks it.
All right, so while we're finishing buffs, let me go over how this fight works. It's basically just fighting the Master of Specialization. Depending on the debuff he casts, you need to stop using certain weapons or spells. I'll do my best to call it out. But he's got Curse of Misfortune, which means don't use slashing or magic-based spells. Imprecision is don't use piercing, backstab, or fire-based spells. Rigidity is don't use blunt or cold-based spells. And impurity is don't use hand-to-hand kick or disease or poison damage. If you use it on him, when that buff is on you, it will damage you, and I don't remember if it potentially heals him.
So take our stuff off auto skill.
I know it says kick, but the other thing is when these debuffs go out, maybe we wait for impurity because everybody seems to have the lowest. A lot of people say they're lowest resist or disease or poison. We can cast Radiant Cure and get rid of it, but that's a 2-minute cooldown, so we can't cast it on every debuff. It is an RGC cure. It's only impurity that deals with kick, so maybe we'll get lucky and not even see that. But RGC will cure the debuff as well. As long as it's off of you, you can attack with whatever you want. But if you get hit with the AoE that's whichever one of the ones I just said, don't use those weapons. I will call it out. It only lasts a few seconds. So you either need to stop attacking or switch your weapons. So for melee, Bandolier is huge on this one.
And just to be double sure, this doesn't affect ongoing dot spells, right?
It does not, because they were already cast before you were debuffed. It is literally a dot that lands on you.
All right, so it's whatever we do, not what hits it.
Correct. Yep. So Curse of Misfortune is don't use slashing or magic. Imprecision is don't use piercing, backstab, or fire damage. So rogues, that's your big one there. Imprecision. Rigidity is blunt or cold based damage, and impurity is hand to hand kick or disease poison damage. Again, once the debuff wears off, you can start using it again. It's a temporary thing as we go through the cycles. With that said, we're going to fight this guy on his platform, but I was just waiting for everybody to get full mana here after the debuff or after the rebuffing.
If you haven't taken your break, sucks to be you.
I guess we didn't take a break yet, do we? All right, after this one, actually before Fortitude, so everybody's cooldowns, because I would say use cooldowns, get this guy down fast, because the less he throws out there, he does a lot of AoE damage too. Every time he switches he doesn't really switch forms. Every time he casts one of those, he also does an AoE. There's one for each resist type, so he kind of cycles through them. It's 6,000 direct damage to everybody in the room. It can be resisted, but yeah, and he hits for 4,200. But is slowable. So tanks are going to be taking a ton of damage.
Tell received.
Even better. Halcyon just got back too.
Perfect. And Rod, perfect.
Oh, yeah, just if you ever need a rod, just let me know. I have the clicky pants now on the mage.
I'm just about ready now.
Oh, all right. I gotta step outside and grab Halcyon. He's still at the last mission. Joe, I'll hit you with the rod as soon as I get the mage back inside here.
I send a tell to a different mage, one who's less busy.
Those pants, though, are such a quality of life increase. So I'm coming in just a second. Let's get up on the platform. Melee hang out right here at the actually everybody hang out right there at the top of the ramp except for tanks. Get behind him. As far as I know, he doesn't have a rampage or an AoE ramp, but just be careful. Max melee just in case. All right, we ready? All right, let's do it.
Float.
Heal Zubjob. Divine Stun 1 resisted. Pierce and fire debuff.
Piercing, 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 piercing and fire. Piercing and fire. No piercing fire for 30 seconds. Where's that AoE? Let's get our Celestial out. That should help with those. Five more seconds till that wears off.
Chilling Agony soon. Divine Stun 1 resisted. Blunt and cold debuffed.
No blunt or cold. No blunt or cold. Where's the next AoE? Got this. Keep it up. He's at 50.
Glimmering Aura soon. Slashing and magic debuffed.
Slashing and magic. Slashing and magic.
Divine Stun 1 resisted. Poison Disease and Fists debuffed.
Poison disease.
Toxic Blast soon.
And fists. Yeah, poison disease and fists.
Pierce and fire debuffed. Searing Pain soon.
There goes. Nice job. Boo. We got like 3 off of the first 3, and then it's been 2 since.
Safety +4 dex shoulders.
No fisting, damn it. Nice shoulders. Nice gloves, too. Holy crap.
Yeah.
41% haste on both those gloves.
Plus the 7 heroic stamina. Resist.
Yeah, those are definitely Ranger, Rogue, Zerker gloves. Shaman. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need haste.
No, but you want heroic stamina for when you pull aggro.
Yeah.
But that 41% haste is huge. Because that's
Yeah.
not on a ton of items.
But that 7 or the stamina is only going to get me 1 extra round. If it quads, I'm dead anyway.
Where are the silk haste gloves? I feel like I've seen some before and it made me laugh.
Pistol chit and gauntlets.
Yeah, there you go.
Items are up.
I believe it's either a shoulders or a belt from Anguish has 46% haste on it.
I think there's some shoulders from
Class
Time that have
gloves have
46.
it on it too.
I think there's some shoulders from Time that have 46.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. There's something from Anguish that has 46, though. I remember all the melee really wanting it. It's a best in slot item for a few classes, and it has 46% haste.
I'm not ready for the highest DKP item to be dropping again. Wars hoop.
And Vars Hoop. Hey, maybe we'll get some doubles.
That would be amazing. I've never seen that thing ever go at less than like 50 DKP.
Well, it's
Always
like
so high.
the other thing that's best in slot for everybody is the necklace off of Matamurim that's super rare.
Oh, the steadfast?
I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah, thing's awesome.
I'm pulling up his loot table because I'm trying to remember what that item is.
Yeah, it's the one that gives resist and AC.
Yeah. Oh, it's the range slot item. Sorry, Symbol of the Overlord, Ancient Power.
Oh, we were laughing, yeah. That's the overhaste.
Yep. But Necklace of the Steadfast Spirit is also, and has Chaotic Ward clicky. Yeah, those are the like literally two best in slot for everyone. They're all.
Is the reason why Anguish stays on raid. All the way past row.
Yeah, I need Geba and Zach Mail to roll.
Geba can have them then.
Okay, Geba on the chain gauntlets.
Thank you.
Brina on the plate gauntlets. And
You were awarded a
Lakin on the
Gauntlets of
shoulder
Singular
plates.
Mastery.
Or shoulder spines.
In my head, those were plate, and I had to do a double take.
Tell received.
Waiting for the corpse to disappear.
Tell received.
There goes my plate gun. I mean, my planier ranger gloves.
Oh, the corpse to disappear. I'm looking at the boss who just had that other thing. Cool. Suspicion has been dropped. Right. So once we get out here, let's move to the projection of body and be ready for the long fight. Hood, you're gonna have your work cut out for you on this next one. Bards, you can help him get set. Hood, do you have your minute and a half long AoE mez yet?
Not the AE, no.
Okay. You're gonna have your work cut out for you.
I do have the 69 mez though.
Okay. Because there's your AoE mez from the expansion is like a minute and a half or a minute 10, something like that. And it makes this really, really easy because you only have to cast it about 18 times.
It's a good thing I train with just normal mezzes, so I'll be ready.
Yeah. The big thing is people are going to have to assist on this one, and do not break the mez on. There's a very specific Dragorn mob that's going to keep spawning, and every time it does, it just gets mez and it gets added to the pile of mezzes. It makes the rest of the stuff in there spawn less because one of the spawn points is locked every time one of those comes out. The entire trial is going to be basically tanks off-tanking the bosses because they can't actually be killed. They drop 1% every couple seconds, all the way down. It takes 20 minutes basically for them to get from 100 to 0. So I think it's every 12 seconds they drop 1%. There's nothing you can do to speed that up. You can go there and do damage to them, but it doesn't actually damage them.
Tickles them.
I mean, you'll actually see numbers flying across. It's like you're doing damage, but it doesn't affect their health pool at all.
It just heals them up to whatever their health locked to, even if you do the damage.
Let a signet drop.
No, that's for a quest.
Yeah, it's a signet. Glimmering signet. He's right.
Yeah, that's the signet.
It's for the anguish signet.
Yeah, it can just drop randomly off of any trash Dragorn too. It's not necessarily the name.
Yep. But that is rolling out, so if you need the signet from here, go ahead and need.
We got one off of random Pyrillion in Trelawney's room.
Yeah, it was the placeholder that dropped it. When we didn't get the Dragorn, his placeholder dropped it anyway, which was awesome.
Rampage on Nelwyn.
I love how that kid walked right by the fight of his ally and didn't do anything until he got hit.
Yeah, I call it that. They're just noping out. Like, yeah, no, I don't want any of this. Oh, did somebody just die? Or was it just a target switch?
Target switch? I didn't see anybody die.
Yeah, so it's one of those where sometimes, when it loads the target, it like shows 0 to 100 and just fills it up really fast.
Yeah.
It was like the opposite. Like somebody went down to 0 when it switched targets. I'm like, what just happened?
Oh.
Like it was instant. It was like 100%, 0%, and then it was on a different target. I'm like, damn. But yeah, it was just a window bug.
I still look like I'm dead in the raid window.
You do. Every time I look, it says you're dead, but I click on your name and it shows you at 100%. I'm like, okay.
Do you have a corpse in the zone?
No. I think it's because I'm in Skelly form.
Everybody's going too far. Gotta turn this way.
They just wanted that named.
Yeah, this path is a bit twisty.
Also remember, because of the length of this fight, the majority of it is going to be done without defensive for the warriors. So keep that in mind as well. I would strongly suggest, clerics, that you save your. We'll use all of our paragons in this fight. We'll use our celestial elixirs. I have ancestral aid ready to go, etc. for like helping with heals. You have a new AA called Staunch Recovery. It is free in the special tab. It is one of the veteran AAs. You're probably going to want to use it at some point during this fight if you get low and you're having trouble healing, because it will fill up your mana pool.
Tell received.
What's it called?
Staunch Recovery. It fills up your HP mana endurance to full.
It's like a 3-month recast, but it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a 3-day recast.
Months, days, you know.
So well, we have the reduced time on AAs now. Used to be 72 hours. Now it's 68 hours. So I forgot to roll out that signet. Well, only 4 people needed the signet. Nice.
If
Congrats,
you
Val.
want to max your AA, you always pop lesson.
Yep, Lesson of the Devoted, you pop during a grind. That's also in there. It's 30 minutes, 100% XP bonus. Usable once a day.
Hey, you said we're going to body?
Yep. This is the correct way. You have to just wind through that hallway down there.
This entire zone is very twisty, yes.
It's like they took a child's freaking maze book and just made a zone out of it.
That's what I was thinking too. Like I feel like I used to draw things like this as a kid. I was like, oh, this is a dungeon map or something. Oh, this was terrible. Like somebody took this off their fridge and put it in game.
I still say if it was maybe 25% less big, it would have been fine.
Yeah, it's just so gigantic. But don't get me wrong, I mean, at least they space out the mobs and stuff, but I would rather have the mobs closer together and have a smaller zone.
That's a warrior epic mob.
Is it up? And is anybody at that step?
Well, the raid's fighting it one way or the other, so.
I already got it.
It was grabbed.
It's pretty lootable, so.
Oh, is it behind us? I'm like trying to find this guy.
It's trivial. It's not even marked like considerable effort or anything.
So it is pre-lootable, you said?
Yes, it is.
All right. Who of our warriors needs it?
Pops.
At the just Pops?
Kickin says they need it too.
Okay, give me a random 1,000 then at the corpse, or at least somebody tell me what they roll because I'm standing at the brute's corpse.
You guys have some
Jesus
broken dice.
Christ. Congrats, Pops.
What do you roll, 1,000?
No, he rolled a 492.
No.
The other ones were in the double digits. It was a 92 for kicking and a 98 for sack. Did you guys try to steal Deathbane's dice again?
I don't know why anybody would try to take my dice.
They didn't try to take him. Deathbane slipped him into their pockets while they weren't looking.
Shh. That's like when I rolled with 4 the other day.
Oh, that's some luck.
Yeah, Maclor won it, I think, with like 100.
I had 8 rolls that were in double digits.
Oh yeah, that was on one of the runes, wasn't it? Like just the Mermite rune.
Yes.
Yeah, those rolls were shit. Like 4 of us rolled on it. I won it with like a 102. I remember that.
Oh
this way. It's east. Leo. Unless you're FD'd.
Is that?
Oh, you're
I was checking to see if there was a named up over here, and there isn't.
Oh, gotcha.
Do not touch the lightning collar. It is for the wizard epic, and we don't have any wizards.
Well, a few more days. 3 more days. We have a wizard back. All right. Go ahead and head on in. We're actually going to go up and to the right in this one. Head to my madness here. And we're going to be on the second platform. The reason for that is I want it's the Dragorn Defenders. It'll say a Dragorn Defender to be pulled over to this platform. And this is where they'll be mezzed. That way, Hoodin has everything off by itself, not in the mix with anything else, to keep them mezzed. Remember, Dragorn Defender, you do not kill, you do not damage. That way it doesn't summon. They're just going to get mezzed over on that platform. The main target you need to kill when they come in are the Frantic Discordlings. They hit the hardest and they flurry, but they also have the least amount of hit points. Other ones you'll see are a Dragorn Antagonist. They are rootable, so if we have a bunch of mobs, they can be knocked back and rooted. A Mermite Sentinel, which is just a tank and spank, but he does have an AoE ramp, so be careful on that. He hits for 1,000 HP, so he has the most health, but he has AoE ramp as well. And then there's a Dragorn Champion, kind of middle of the road, slowable, rootable, but everything else, like everything else, immune to Mez and Charm. The only thing that can be mezzed are the Dragorn Defenders, and we want to keep them mezzed because that locks up a spawn point. Basically, less mobs for us to deal with. Technically, you can lock up more spawn points by keeping the other Dragorns rooted, but it becomes a cluster at that point, so it's easier just to kill them, especially since we have nothing else to do. Up at the top, you're going to notice there are 2 names, Ansdasher and Zulukarez. They're going to be off-tanked the entire time. Every 12 seconds, they lose 1% of their HP. Zulukarez, and it can be cured with 2 RGCs. We'll cast a 35 mana dot, 150 HP dot, and minus 100 strength AoE. Both will root the tank, which is why it's really important that the tanks just sit there and keep aggro and nobody's messing with them, because you can still build your hate on them even though you can't damage them. So it's best to just leave them alone, let the tanks have them, because they will root the tank. They will also do a 1500, or well, and Dasher will do a 1500 single target on the tank direct damage and minus 200 endurance. And not much you can really do about that. So, once again, the important thing is the Draghorn defenders get brought over here. Off tanks, make that your goal is to get them over here. Don't do damage to them, and just let Hoodin get it mezzed. Very important that maybe you even cycle through and do your no damage stuff on it. So if they do end up breaking at some point, that they don't go running over Hoodin and then we get like 12 mobs on us. Seething, the mana regen is raid wide from Bards.
Not the new one, unless you have it. I don't have it yet.
Pops has Chorus of Life.
Sweet. So Knights, yeah, it's going to be on you to also be off-tanking these ads that come in, because the Warriors are going to be dealing with those and possibly rotating if the other Warriors need a break or one goes down, another Warrior needs to pick it up.
Is there anything besides the Curse Cure?
No, that's it. That's the only AoE that's going to be going off. Again, long fight, 20 minutes, but there's really nothing you can do to make that any, there's no way to speed this up. It's just a survive thing. It's the trial of endurance. Worst fight out there, if you ask me.
Does anything die, or we're just controlling everything?
No, everything dies except for the defenders. And then they're controlling the two bosses because you can't really damage them. So we'll get them slowed and stuff like that and debuffed, but other than that, like, it's just tanks tank them. Yeah, everything else dies. Your main focus is a frantic Discordling when they come in. Everything else doesn't really have an order. Just get it dead. Draghorn defenders get brought over to this, or the platform next to us and missed. Who's our first two tanks up? Because you're going to need to get targets on these, because they're going to come rushing at us immediately. So we got Sack. Pops and Sack. All right. So Pops, come on up here. Get ready to grab them. You can, when you get them, you can bring them down here, just to the corner, so you're close to the healers. It's like off the back of the platform here. And that's it. We're ready to start. Let's do this. Let each of you get on one. And here we go. And they're resisting slow, of course. Go ahead and pick those up. Those are the champions. Those can die. We have two defenders. Those need to be mezzed. These need to be brought over the other platform.
Heal
mezzed.
sacrilege.
I get a harmony.
It's mezzed already.
Okay. Well, if they're mezzed there, then I guess switch platforms. Just go, or just stay away from it. Just don't make it. Just make it that so Hooden can target.
Heal pops a pill.
Basic's gonna target window.
Heal pops a pill.
I need
Desist
a
resisted.
Harmony on Zaluk res. Okay, finally got Mallow to stick and a slow. Okay, we're good. Oh, that snare sucks.
I got one of them crippled.
Irwin's down. Two sentinels beating on sack.
Yeah, we
Heal
need to try and get
sacrilege.
those brought out.
Heal pops a pill.
New defender. He's on me for some reason.
Yep, I found him locked now. Oh, he was locked. He got broken.
Don't kill it.
Don't kill the defenders.
Yeah, that curse is coming up as fast as I can cure it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't even keep it off myself.
Not much you can really do about it, honestly.
Stop shooting the defender.
You're killing off the defender, dude. The second time you broke Mez, man.
The main assist was on it. I'm sorry.
Should we get Tash up on the two bosses so they're easier to reslow?
If possible, that would be awesome.
Sorry, dude. Except I'm like snared. I can't move for some reason.
Yeah,
I'll work my way back.
the curse is snared everybody. It's not gonna go away.
Give me a sec. I just gotta mez everybody, then I'll run over there. It'll take me 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's not a big rush. They've still got like 5 minutes on their slow.
Yeah, and I just
Great.
reapplied them too, just to be safe.
Yeah, let me help you out, Hood. See what I can do.
It's actually really unlikely because I have to walk all the way to the front ramp. I can't target them. My mez only lasts like a minute.
You're free to move.
How many paragons do we have?
Tash is in.
All right, throw out the first paragon.
Paragon out.
One of these mezzes is about to break. Watch out.
Yeah. It's called mana efficiency.
Yeah, I got all those guys slowed too. I'll re-up that slow. Notice like there's not been mobs for a while. Like, that's what happens when you lock down some of these spawn points. You can go a little while with a little bit of a breather.
Sure we can't kill the bosses.
110%.
No.
If you have any taps that help your group, feel free to hit them with it.
Yeah,
But
like that stuff works, but yeah, they won't take any damage. Like it'll say they're taking damage, but it doesn't go down.
Be wasting your time.
We tested this theory extensively in the past, and again on Mischief.
But that means that I can hit it with a damaging dot that also debuffs.
Absolutely. You can hit them with whatever you want. They're life locked.
I'm gonna re-cripple them.
And none of them is named Todd Davis.
Okay, I am a little curious though, because it's been slow on mobs, but it's been like 0 mobs.
Buttons just that good.
Quit complaining.
Same thing happened. When I did this on Thursday, the same thing happened. We had like 5 minutes where there were no new mobs. We were just sitting there twiddling our thumbs.
All right. Well, I'm
chill.
yeah, I'm gonna.
There's heads.
New defender.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Just get it up. Just get it up near there to get mezzed. Do not kill it.
We can move it over here in just a sec.
Malice on it. There you go.
New ads, antagonist.
Heal sacrilege.
More ads.
Another antagonist. And a lightning caller.
Remez to the defender. It's just gonna stay wherever it is. I can target it from there.
Actually, monks, you can probably move that right slowly without breaking the mez. Just so it's not in the middle here if somebody accidentally tab targets it.
If you want to bring it over here, that's fine.
No, because it does damage.
All right, relocking.
Champion you can kill.
Can you get this ad off me, please?
Heal sacrilege.
For some reason, the Sentinels really like you guys up there. Did we get Erwin the Reds?
It's incoming.
Another defender. I'm gonna hit it right there. All right, it's down. It was down. Now it's not down. I'm getting hit, guys.
Put him down.
I'm down.
Get him with 100%, please.
Divine Res not hidden.
Get this defender up on the platform so he can be mezzed.
Just gonna go back through and hit him. All right, back under control.
So we're closing in on 10 minutes. Both of those guys are slowed as well. As soon as those two guys up on the stage hit 50, pop the next Paragon.
Do we need another celestial?
Not at the moment.
So we're like not even halfway here, are we?
We're exactly halfway. They're at 50%.
Just now we are.
So I've still got gather mana, so we're good.
And there should be a Paragon out right now. And then we'll do another Paragon probably at 20. We're going to shoot for 25%, but if we need it earlier, we'll pop it earlier, and then players can use staunch recovery later if necessary.
I'm just syncing the mezzes so I can go in order from now on.
Yeah, the newer AoE mez, and it might be one of the ancient spells. I don't know. I just know that when I
No, the ancient enchanter spells are useless.
Okay.
There's an ancient charm. You've got to be kidding.
It's an upgrade to dictate. It's not good.
That actually does suck. You're right.
How that dictate?
It's like the unresistible one that lasts like 10 seconds.
It's unresistible, but it only lasts 48 seconds, and it's got a 3-minute
Oh,
cooldown. minimum.
That's right.
And their other ancient is a nuke,
which is always useful.
Heal pops a pill.
For me when I solo.
Mac, you want us to burn defensive now or down the road?
Oh, you can burn it now. It doesn't matter. Like there's just you won't be able to keep it up for the whole fight. Was what I was pointing out.
No, I've already used it once. I'm just saying you want to use it like the last 3
Yeah, make
minutes.
it easier on the healers. That's fine. Go ahead. Because the fight is, like I said, it's all time based. Like just use it to make the healers' lives easier for a bit. That's all.
Are there any healers that are running low on mana, or at least faster than the boss is dying? Here, swap Deathbane into one of the groups with the SKs.
That's fair.
Lenny's group would use a healer as well for mana tap.
What do you mean?
Well, Death's in a group with Joe Blob.
Oh, well then never mind. He's fine where he is.
We could use an SK in here with Miter.
I got Seething into Lenny's group for the Necro tap.
I'm still at 44%, so I'm okay right now.
We haven't had any ads in a while.
Well, we've got 5 of them locked down, and this 6th one moved.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about the lack of ads. I remember on Mischief, like it was non-stop the whole time. Like that's what made mana so hard to deal with. There was just ads, and then the bosses are hitting for. Oh, there's a defender.
This time, just tell me it's ready to get matched.
Bringing it. Ready.
All right, Discordling up. Get that dead. Nice.
All right, it's mezzed.
And it's tashed. Slowed. Or sorry, Melon slowed.
Antagonist.
No.
Got a champion and a sentinel.
What's the total time on this fight supposed to be again?
20 minutes. For 25%, go throw off that last Paragon, please.
I would consider this one to be the hardest one.
Got a defender. Mallow incoming.
It's technically impossible to make it easier, so yeah.
Defender ready?
Yep, hitting it. Just use gather mana, so.
That's a lot to keep mezzed.
Fortunately, they despawn once the bosses die.
Hudden's a fucking champion for keeping these under control for sure.
Really hard. Target, click a button.
I'm surprised Shalzar isn't here.
I was to say, like, Shalzar took the right night off.
He logged in just a bit ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was talking guild chat.
been just running behind. Both of the guys up on the stage are remallowed, reslowed.
I just got the cripple on them as well.
Perfect.
Yes, still logged in. So I just reapplied the minus attack debuffs.
I'm gonna get that last one after I remez everything.
Oh, is there another one?
Oh, sorry. I guess I memblurred it. It just showed back up.
One mez is about to break. You got it, never mind.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to.
No, you're good. That wasn't a criticism.
It
That's
didn't
a
break.
hey.
That was important.
Yeah, no, that was just a hey, watch out! I'm going through these guys. I'm remallowing and reslowing all of them just so they're, weaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So I
leave
just do top
cripple.
bottom, start remezing it. Just about every time I get to the bottom, I start from the top again.
Trying to keep him taunted.
Yeah, I've got a complaint with the Enchanter's Guild. Joe Bob stealing all my aggro. And you're doing it too, Brina. So just be prepared for your complaint.
Fine, I'll give it back.
They really have no teeth. That's not a bad idea.
One minute left.
So are the group ones the same mechanics as the raid
No,
ones?
completely different. The only one that's even slightly the same, and it's actually at a different entry, if I remember correctly, is you kill these Dragorns to get some weapons that damage the boss. And then you can click them as well, and they'll do 800 damage a click. Every weapon has 5 clicks.
Remember to.
Way to cheese it, but yeah.
We're almost there.
12 seconds. Go.
That was painful.
You are free, Hoodin.
I've still got staunch recovery, man. We could have done that for another 10 minutes.
Kratz spam.
God, is that a lot of spam? Like 3 achievements, wasn't it?
Yep.
Welcome to Anguish. That and the signets is the entire progression for this expansion. So now it's all Anguish farming.
Yep, anguish farming and DON progression.
Ranger only 2-handed staff.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, but look at the damage on that damn thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
Now you can't. You don't have a reason to take everybody's two-handed swords. You have a stick.
That's what you think. They'll still take them.
Melee.
Wow, that's a ranger only staff. Holy shit.
Yep.
69-28.
Is the reason why ranger melee starts becoming way too good.
Yeah, that is a ear that looks like a neck and a shoulders that looks like a head.
Yes, yes it is. Actually, that earrings focus effect is actually really good. Holy hell.
Yes, it is.
Range of detrimental spells?
Yerp. The
You guys
farther
have
I
like
can cast my slow, the better.
Items
yeah.
are up.
Slow, my Malos, my everything. Hey, I was up there.
I'm
Well, I
not. I
mean-
was constantly slowing that entire fight. I'd be surprised if I healed more than like 20k, 30k.
Yeah, to be fair, cripple is very fast to cast.
I was just rotating through all the mobs and constantly keeping them slowed. Free mana, or mana free, I mean.
Yep. No,
Well,
I had at
in
least
that
the
light.
cast time to throw an FA and then spot heal for the tanks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was tossing some spot heals out for the most part. It was just making sure all those mobs were staying slowed.
Yeah.
And it was resist, 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 resist.
I got Joe on my extended. I kept throwing a heal on him. I was trying to throw it in on there as well, in case.
Yeah, I agree. The signets are nowhere near as bad as the VT key.
Especially since 3 of them, you just do an instance for them. It's dirt simple.
The open world ones, because of we have the double rare spawns on this server now that started with omens. Like the signet guys are actually spawning pretty regularly.
Wait, that's server wide, not just Discord?
That's server wide. It's what part of the evolving rule set.
So like the server just keeps getting better, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Indeed.
So
That's
why
why-
are people
Why are people? Yeah, you guys didn't tell anybody that, did you?
What's that?
The server just gets better.
Yeah, it does. Every single expansion, it adds a perk. We and DON launching gave us double faction.
Yeah, I need Geba and Killen to roll on the staff. The sleeves of the Steadfast are going to Bardock. The mantle of Iron Will is going to Zub. The stick is going to Killen. The sleeves of Persistence are going to Itan. And the clawed earring is going to Linny.
Congrats, guys.
I was getting some upgrades.
Congrats.
Congrats, everybody. And congrats, everybody, on Anguish.
Oh yeah.
We'll be doing our first actual Anguish raid on Friday. But if you have your signets done, signets need to be your #1 priority. And then level 70 is up there. They're kind of like equal, but you need the signets before Friday if you want to go to Anguish. The signets, again, you
You
get your
have to
base.
be 69 to get the signets because you can't go into RSS at all once you're 69.
Yep. Yeah, it's 69 and 70 or 69 plus zone. And that's where you get your container and your last signet is from RSS. A Rift Seeker's Sanctum.
Am I good to go turn these things in and get the spells?
Yes.
I hope so. I just skated out to meet you.
Yeah, you probably
say Gina-
easiest to just have all the clerics go with him just so he can hand them out right there.
Yep.
They're not lure, so he can just hand
know,
it in.
but
He
that-
just doesn't mimic.
No,
He has to hand them the spell before he can turn in another one. Otherwise, he'll get the next spell. So what he has to do is the clerics do need to go with him, and he can hand it out. Genoc and Jeroman should probably head there with me as well.
Okay.
Is there a group or two that can take some folks to RSS that need it to get their container?
I believe somebody was needing a tank for an epic fight when raid started.
Yeah, that was me
Alright.
for the final Zerg fight.
I need to go down to Seb.
You need to go to Sebulus then?
Yes.
I will head that away.
Hey Mac, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. I turn one in, I mem the spell, turn it in, mem the spell, turn it in, mem the spell. As soon as I get the the one conviction, I give it to the next person.
Yeah, as soon as you get the scroll, you hand it off to somebody, and then you turn the next rune in, and it should give you another conviction scroll.
Yeah, the final dump is done if you got to take off. But anyway, it's gonna be on for a while. Probably gonna try to put together a log run so I can show people how that's done in a little bit here. But I do want to get these spells taken care of.
Yep, I'm heading right over there.
I am heading that way as well. Actually, can I get a POK punt if Merzen hasn't taken off or Loyata?
Merzen's still here.
Loading it up.
You want both?
What's that?
You want both your tunes?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm just running the chamois to the guy. And I have to pull up the spell list because it's Blood of Yapa, Spiritual Serenity. So I turn in 2, and then I can get all of us 1 chi. And I think I can get 2 champions.
Oof, that'd be nice.
I think. I might be short on that. We got really unlucky on a couple of those and only got 2.
True. Well, if we get it, we get it. We don't, it's okay.
But no, all of us having 1 chi is going to be huge. And then obviously champion being the next one in the list is really nice too.
Yeah, that
Seething.
really is a chef's kiss.
Seething, where you at, man?
And then of course Talisman of Might, which is the strength over cap plus damage bonus, is not until the very last rune.
Ibs.
But Toes, I'm gonna make a group in here for us in Discord. Alright, you setting the guild portal to track it on Seath?
Yeah, I guess I will now. I didn't know there was a port there. We do have a mage in the um area who can cost us.
Alright, I'm zoning right now. As soon as I do, I'll let you know, and you go ahead and invite Brina. What's up, Isk?
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Alright, go ahead and invite me.
Tell received.
Oh, Rena, I think you're still in the other raid.
Alright, try now.
Brianna invited to raid.
Which item do you get for the Trekanon port guild hall?
Not 100% sure. Wonder if that's one of the ones they rotated out.
Yeah, I don't see one. I'll just go the long way.
Yeah, as newer expansions were released, they took some of the ports off the guy to keep his inventory more manageable.
Yo, what up?
How's it going?
It's going. I'm on my way. Are we gonna have time to do this before the AUG run, or we just gonna miss out on the AUG run? I guess.
Well, it's just one fight. We should be able to do it. Knock it out before that starts, and then he can show up with Epic. So if I'm not mistaken, it's just running around stuff after that, right?
Yeah, it'll be the final turn in after this.
Is the mob up?
It's triggered, so it should be. So long as we can get in there while he's hanging back, we should be able to clear before we spawn it. Then he comes in and it'll trigger when he gets close enough. Let's see, do we have somebody to pick the locks?
Yeah, I'm running the bar now.
Nice.
Usually there's also a passer there that opens the door. I never had someone pick lock, and I got in.
How's everybody else's epic coming along?
I am at a 3+ group fight spot right now. It's instanced.
I still need to start mine.
Hey Pops, which character do I send an invite to? Oh yeah, Brina, that's right. The mage is inside the door, so we don't need the door lock, pick lock.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm still on my way.
Yo, what up? Yeah, I'm in the zone.
I think
AutoZone.
AutoZone.
I think Pagargar and Lacken are coming as well.
Yeah, I think Lacken had to do something for like 15 minutes.
Thank you, thank you.
Should be there in a minute.
It is in this room, right?
Yep, straight ahead from where I'm at.
Alright, Brute, can you show me exactly where he spawns? Alrighty. So I'll stand right here.
Alright, looks like you guys cleared it, so it should spawn in 5 minutes.